Greetings everybody, I'm Lobo. Welcome back to Horizon Zero Dawn. This is a brand new session for me, and you guys know I'm not very confident in brand new sessions with the controls. Especially when I take a little bit more time off than I expected to between gameplay sessions. So what I think we're going to do is not go and talk to Sun King Avadh quite yet. I feel like I need to get prepared, get warmed up a little bit. And to get warmed up, our options are fairly limited, I think, because we don't have any real quests that we can take on at the moment. So what I was actually thinking is that just to start off this episode in this session, we'd head up here to the Bannock hunting grounds, not do the hunting grounds themselves, but take on Acree's challenge. Just give it one shot just to get warmed up. Whether we win or lose, just one shot, and then we'll come back and do the Looming Tower. So yeah, that's the plan. I'll meet you guys there. All right, I'm pumped. Let's go. Let's do this. So we're gonna take on Acree's challenge, not the actual like the hunting grounds challenge, but Acree's challenge, right? And come to think of it, now that we know what this challenge entails, we know that she's going to give us a limited amount of arrows using, which bow was it? It's one with the fire arrows, right? So the Bannock striker bow. Yeah. We'll go ahead and just make sure that this bow does as much damage as possible. So we'll replace our handling with an additional damage coil, since time isn't really a factor. It's just, you know, getting the machines taken out, right? So yeah, that should do it for us. And now we have this spiffy new armor, which should help us with the damage we take. So I think we're good to go.
Are you up for more?
Do you ever get tired?
I'll rest someday. Not today.
Let's go again. We can do better.
I was thinking the same thing. Same as last time, only
we make fewer mistakes.
good plan. You know the strategy by now? You pull the herd, I freeze them down.
Sounds good to me. Sounds good to me, Acree. All right, so scrappers are first. We're gonna have 4 scrappers to deal with. We know this from the last time we attempted this. So we do have to be careful with our ammunition, so we do need to go ahead and bring the scrappers on over to Acree so she can freeze them first, get them brittle.
Okay.
And then we try to take them out with as few arrows as possible, right? Oh, do we not get to keep our striker bow? She took our bow. She gave us a janky bow with no modifications on it. That ain't right, Acree. That's messed up. Could you freeze these guys, please? I distinctly remember you saying before that you'd never miss. All right. Oh, man. At least we didn't lose any actual health, right? That's just our shield that's getting battered around right now. So we're good. I like this armor, and it recharges. And it recharges. That's actually good. We wanted to test out this armor too, right? Because it's untested. We haven't used this, and we wanted to get a good test run in before we faced off against Hades in the shadow. This is the perfect opportunity to try everything out. And so far, I'm pretty satisfied with the armor. I'm just trying not to, you know, waste any arrows, because I said we're going to do this one time.
Put them in the ice.
Victory or failure. And I would prefer it if it was victory. And since we do have all the time in the world, I think we're just going to be as deliberate with our actions as possible. Just keep them all centered here, that way Acree can keep them frozen, right? And the ones that are brittle, we'll take our shots at. Okay. We need to make these shots count, though. It's like shots into their armor, that's not going to work. We need shots in their vulnerable spots. Unless it doesn't matter when they're brittle. We'll see. Let's look at this. Are we just taking 45 damage each time? Oh, you know what? We're gonna take each other out. Yeah, it looks like 45 each time, no matter where we hit them, right? Come on, Acree. Get these dudes frozen for me. But we do get like a little extra punch when we hit them in their vulnerable spots, don't we? Oh, there we go. Yeah, so it is worth it hitting them in their little backpacks.
Down.
Definitely is. Okay. All right, good to know. Man, this is the first time I think I've had full health for this long in a fight. This armor is crazy. It's almost not even fair. That's fine, you know what? Like I said before, asymmetrical warfare in your favor is the best kind of warfare. It's like with this armor and our spear, we can do some damage. Like if we actually had our spear, we get in close and just bat at these guys, you know? So that's going to be good to know going into the final battle. Okay, I can deal with that. All right, so there's our 4 scrappers down. Next up, what was next? Next was grazers, yeah. And grazers, they're weak to fire, aren't they? Or at least their canisters are. So you know what?
That's good enough for 3rd place.
We'll let that do the work for us.
So let's do better. Let's keep going.
But did one of them already get taken out? Come on over. We don't have arrows to waste. And ideally, we'd want these guys together so they can set each other on fire again, right?
Keep moving.
So let's go ahead and draw this guy in. Bring him over here next to his buddy.
I've got a
Ow.
shot.
It's like, yeah, it doesn't really matter because we're not losing health when we get hit anymore, but prefer to avoid embarrassing things like that happening. All right, 7 of 8 machines. Next are the Tauros, right? The Tramplers. They are strong against fire, weak against ice. Okay, so we are going to need to definitely draw those guys over here. All right. Let's kind of study them real quick. See where the best places to hit them are actually going to be, you know? Okay, I'm ready. Come on. Come on, big boy.
I've been seen.
Yep. Acree, do your thing. So same plan as with the scrappers. We'll wait till they're actually frozen. And then we'll get our hits in. We're going to be very deliberate with our shots. Only take the ones that are going to make a difference, right? Only do the ones that are really going to matter, like that one. Perfect. And we'll just let him burn for a little while. See how far down that takes him. He's still fully on fire. That's good. That's real good, actually.
We've almost mastered.
We burned him out completely. Okay.
Close 2nd place.
All right, so that's good to know as well. Man, could you imagine if we had this kind of knowledge? earlier in the game. How many awkward battles and situations I could have avoided if I knew what I was doing. Alright, same thing. We'll just let this guy burn himself out. That way we conserve all our ammunition for whatever lies ahead, because I think this was as far as we got, wasn't it? This was as far as we got in our first attempt. Alright. The next up is a bellowback. Bellowbacks are... okay. So they're strong against fire, but we could use this fire arrow to lure him over here, right? Get his attention. Hey, buddy.
Okay, no more sneaking.
Alright, and then we know we need to rupture his pouch, because his pouch will set him on fire, and we can see how far he burns himself out as well. He's not going to come over here as long as he has his range attacks, is he? He's going to rely on those. No, here he comes. Here he comes. All right, do your thing, Acree. All right, we got him brittle. Do some work. No, I'm feeling pretty warmed up right now. Feeling pretty good about our odds. All right, he's sparking. So, let's see. Do we need to kind of encourage him to blow up once he's sparking? Give him a little encouragement. How about that? Oh, there we go. That's what we want. That's what we like to see. Unfortunately, it doesn't take too much damage from the fire. But every little bit helps, right? Every little bit helps. Can you freeze this guy again, Acree? Come on. Right next to you. Alright, you know what? I'll just handle this myself. How about that, Acree? One thing I'd like to know is, like, I think, the description said something about, like, Aloy will need help in the final battle. So I'm assuming that means that our allies will come to assist us, right? What I'm hoping is Acree's here right now. We know that the Nora are going to meet us in Meridian. I'm wondering if we do this for Acree, if she'll come meet us as well. That would be awesome. Because I like Acree. She's one of my favorites. One of my favorite companions I've had over the course of this journey. Kind of an outcast from the Manook, as Aloy's an outcast from the Nora, right? Alright. Let's go ahead and finish this.
We sure did.
Yes.
You made that look easy. Here. You've earned this. Were you always so tough?
I, had to be. I wasn't part of the tribe for most of my life. The Nora didn't want me. I guess the feeling was mutual.
What's it like to make your own path in the world?
Well, you might end up talking to yourself a lot.
So the company's good, at least.
It was a good challenge, Acree.
Think I should settle down? Start a hunting ground of my own?
I think you could do whatever you put your mind to.
Let's not say farewell. I've had enough of that to last me a dozen winters. I hope your song finds its proper end. But it won't be easy, will it?
Is it that obvious?
Fate's a long climb on a high cliff for people like you and me.
Completed errand, Acree's challenge. That was fun. That was fun. I'm happy we did that. I'm happy we won. I'm happy we won. Don't think there's anything I need from the merchant. And your hunting ground is too hard, but I'll be back. I just promised these people that I take them to Meridian. Acree.
Wanna go again?
You're gonna clear out the whole hunting ground.
That's what the keeper said.
I need a little time.
Then I'll stay a little longer.
Yeah, I just wanted to know if you were aware you had a little diamond over your head. All right. I thought she might have had another challenge. Anyway, let's go ahead and make our way back down to Meridian. All right, I'm feeling good. I'm ready to go. And you know what? You know what else? I'm loving this armor. Like I said, you know, because it's all sparkly and stuff, not good for light discipline. Can't be stealthy with this, right? Who needs stealth? Who needs light discipline when you're near invincible, right? Who needs it? No, we'll just run right out there in the open. Oh, you're gonna shoot arrows at me? That's fine. I can't feel a thing. Doesn't even tickle. So onward to the Palace of the Sun to talk to Sun King Avadh. In fact, hold on. Let's see what Acree gave us, because we did get something from her. We got a survivor's outfit weave. Okay, let's see what that does. It is right here with the exclamation point. Plus 20 resist melee. That's awesome. But of course we can't put it on our current armor. That's right, because we can't put any modifications on it. But that's better than the stuff we got on this. And if we were to add that to this would be an amazing piece of armor. Look at that. Look at those stats right there. I'm tempted. No. This is going to be better for our situation. We're going to be in a fight. We're not going to be sneaking around. We're not going to be doing spy moves, you know? Man. We got that sooner though.
To speak of the finer things.
We'd be so beefy back then. We're beefy right now, but we'd be so beefy back then with that armor. But that melee, that was getting me. Remember that one thing where people were just chasing me around and I was running away and I was super scared because they had like super powerful like melee attacks?
Bandits try to get past me. Fight.
Wouldn't have had to worry about that. All right, so we're here in the Palace of the Sun. You know, Sun King Avadh, notice you're here right now when you need help. Where were you when the Shadow invaded my sacred lands?
Aloy, what brings you to Meridian?
A threat. Helis commands a legion of fanatics called the Eclipse. They will attack soon from the west, with an army of ancient war machines. But that's not the worst of it. They'll bring a mind with them, god, demon, machine, whatever you want to call it. It's called Hades. And it doesn't want Meridian at all. It wants the Spire. And if it gets there, it will send out a call, waking more ancient machines, more than we could ever defeat. All will be lost. We can't let that happen.
I'm trying to understand, but my responsibility lies with Meridian.
Meridian isn't the target, Avadh. You have to defend the Spire.
Perhaps the Vanguard, Your Radiance.
Yes. Send them to the Spire. Eren knows Aloy. He won't question it.
And have the city guard fortify the western ridge. There they can be seen to protect Meridian and the Elite, where the Spire rests.
Aloy, allow me to apologize for my behavior before. After everything that happened with Ursa, I was confused. If we're to fight together on the brink of life and death, I'd prefer to do so with your forgiveness.
Then you have it. As long as you don't confuse me with her again.
Even a king can learn his lesson. Good then. I'm glad that's behind us. Now, it will take time to prepare our defenses. Please, tell me what you know of our enemies. Everything.
I don't know about everything, but I'll tell you what I can.
I thought I was going to tell you. Talk to Blameless Marauder. No, do you comprehend what I told you?
Have you spoken to Blameless Marauder?
Not yet, but I will.
He wishes to speak to you. Defensive preparations are his responsibility.
Okay. You're going to do what? Enjoy the view? You're going to watch it from up here? This guy. This freaking guy. I still don't like him. I still don't like him. Alright, let's go talk to Blameless Marauder, who I still don't trust either.
Quietly does it. Panic in the city will only create another enemy. And do keep me appraised of each new arrival. Ah, Aloy. Preparations are underway on the ridge defenses and at the spire. Word was sent to every corner of the Sundom. Our allies offered their steel. Some came for Meridian, others for shards. But many came for you, by name.
For me.
Don't be so humble.
The ridge will be the front line. That's where the city guard are holding?
Yes, bolstered by some of the irregulars I spoke of before. The Oseram cannons that thundered Meridian's walls in the Liberation will now defend us. You're welcome to tour the defenses.
And the spire. Erend and the Vanguard are there?
Indeed. Clashing breastplates together and testing out their battle cries, I suppose. A number of the Nora have also arrived at the spire. They have resisted the offer of a royal audience. Perhaps you could parley with them.
I will. I suppose all we can do is wait for the attack.
Exactly. It's not a feeling I cherish, but our spotters at Evening Sign report there's still no movement in the west. So, if there's more you need to do elsewhere, seize this time to do it. Otherwise, I've made the apartment of Olin Delverson available to you. You can sleep there, if sleep comes.
Alright, so it sounded like he gave us another point of no return. So our objectives: rest before the final battle. That's our main objective. We're going to do both optional objectives first. We're going to review the preparations at the ridge. We're going to read this other entry in Sobek's journal. If you want to read this, feel free to pause the video because there's probably some great information, great backstory in here about what happened with Zero Dawn 1,000 years ago. I'm really going to have to go and review these because I'm super curious. I love the story of this game. The story of this game is just like amazing. There have been points where I've just been speechless, fishing for stuff to say. We got another journal entry right here. I'm guessing we're going to pick these up heading into this final battle as we continue to make our way through Meridian.
No.
But yeah, there's just so much thought, so much talent that went into making this game. Like, before I was like just praising the design of the environment and everything like that. There's a spire right there, speaking of, which is just beautiful. And then lately, as we've gotten more and more into the story aspect of it, moved away from the side quests, like the story of this game, the writing is just awesome. I'll tell you what's not awesome, though. These freaking elevators. Oh, man. Had I known we'd be taking these things. Is that other elevator up? No, I don't think so. I think we have to wait for either of them. They take so long. I'm gonna have to sit here and wait. Breaking my concentration. Breaking my momentum. Like, had I known we'd be traveling down there, like, we probably would have ended up fast traveling. In fact, would it be worth it? Just fast travel down there and forget about the elevators? Alright, well, you know what? We can talk a little bit more. This gives us a little bit more time to talk. There we go. Takes forever. The worst addition to the game. But the machines want the spire. Hades wants the spire. So he can send out a signal all across the globe, waking up the other machines, and basically serving his purpose. Hades was created to destroy life by humans that were trying to create a system to preserve life. Seems a little counterintuitive. And on top of that, the guy in charge of Hades, he was an idiot. Straight up idiot. He was like, yeah, let's have him listen to death metal and destroy everything. This is cool. This is awesome. No, negative, guy. No, bad idea. Horrible idea. Terrible idea. Who even let you in here? You know? But what's done is done. What was done 1,000 years in the past cannot be undone today. So we're just going to have to deal with the consequences of that, right? And deal with the repercussions. All right, so
Have
this
you just polished that
is
armor? Who's it?
the ridge.
Isn't that a little...
We got our people here.
Aloy, I told you I'd be here.
You did, Teb. But have your wounds even had time to heal?
Honestly, if I fought, I'd probably come undone. But don't worry, I'll leave that to the other Nor at the Spire. I brought supplies instead. These Karja have made me an honorary quartermaster, whatever that means.
It sounds impressive.
I could get used to it. We'll be setting up caches of arms and medicine under these banners. Look for them when the fighting starts. Aloy, when you went into the mountain, did the goddess tell you our chances?
She didn't need to. I know we can do this, Teb.
Maybe we can.
Yeah, you're gonna be all right, Teddy Bear. You'll be good.
Really couldn't be more different to the sacred land, could it?
Hey, you hear these guys? Y'all need to watch your mouth. You don't speak that way. I'm sick of all the sexist, stupid bigotry of the Karja. See who this is. Is it Petra? It's Petra.
Petra!
Here she is, the guest of honor. I knew there was something about you. Hammered from the stuff they make leaders out of. And I don't say that to every Nora girl who blows through my town.
That happens to you a lot?
Had to build a wall to fend them off.
Good thing I'm persistent then.
I've missed our little talks. Murad asked me to look over the city arsenal. These guns have aged well. That runs in the Osram, no? They were the pride of the Mainspring Forges. So I've taken greater pride in improving them.
Can I try one?
Everybody wants a turn. Have at it then. The target should put up a little less of a fight than those bandit raiders did.
Oh, Petra brought my favorite toy. What targets, Petra? What targets? Where are they? Listen, Petra. You need to show me where I need to shoot. Oh, okay, I got you.
This
Yeah.
might even the odds.
I didn't want to just shoot randomly. Because, might scare some civilians.
It hits nice and wide. No need to aim it like a bow.
Yeah, that was fun. That was fun, Petra. Alright, let me move this thing so I can talk to you again. Hold on. Let's put this thing over here. Oh, you know what, Petra? I see some better targets. Hold up. Let me give this thing another shot. See some more fun targets to take care of. Threats that we won't have to face a bit later if we take care of them now, you know? Look at this. The environmental destruction. Alright. I want to test the range on this, Petra. I know it does some damage, right? But how's the range is what I'm wondering. Did something over there. One more time. Last shot. Alright, you know what? We can make this work, Petra. We can make this work. I'm happy you're here. Alright, but I mean, is this all that's defending this area?
How many men do you think you'll kill in the battle, Avadh?
As many as I have to.
I love it when you say things like that. It's so...
What?
cheerful.
Vanasha's around here somewhere.
Prince Ethan.
Here we go.
Just a child.
Hey, Vanasha, Uthid.
Little Huntress, you called, so here I am.
Ready to fight?
Fight? I thought you just wanted tea and conversation. Is there a battle coming? I wasn't informed.
Well, that can't be true. You're always informed.
Ah, so I am. We've only met a few times, and yet you know me so well.
I don't think I know you at all. But I'd like to.
When I hear that line, it usually means something else. Can I tell you a secret?
Of course.
I've been waiting for this fight my whole life. The enemy we face today is the same that turned Meridian into a slave pit and Sunfall into a bloodbath. Fanatics who torture and murder mothers, fathers, families, children, and say it's the will of the sun. I hate them, Aloy. I've got the scars of their whips on my back to prove it. And today, we can get rid of them once and for all. I said I came for you, but that was only half the truth. I came for them. This time, they're not getting away.
I'm with you, Vanasha. We'll fight them together.
And I won't forget it, little huntress. Tomorrow, may the sun rise in a better world.
Yes, it will. It will. And Uthid,
Aloy?
At ease, Uthid. Meridian will be glad to have you on its side. And I am too.
The honor is mine. You saved my epitaph from being a fine soldier, but a fool of a man.
I'm hoping you won't need any kind of epitaph just yet.
As the sun wills. When you found me, I was trying to eke out a glorious death. But now, a glorious life seems more preferable. To watch Edelman play in the low gardens again. Still surrounded by a dozen guards, but... what you did, Aloy, it was done well. Although, I can't shake this road, Vanasha. She delights in goading me. Like brazen colors waved before a behemoth.
Do you want me to ask her to stop?
No. I accept it. Well then. Meridian shall stand and shadow shall fall. I swear it.
Here's to that, Uthid.
oh, look at you two. Get a room. After this battle's over, get a room. I still need you here. All right, is there anybody else that we need to talk to? I hope we have more people than this guarding this area. Who's this up here? Oh, Juliet.
Elita, I'm pleased to see you, but what are you doing here?
I'm helping prepare for the battle. If a Thrall were here, we would have fought together. I know it. So I'm doing everything I can. Digging battlements, collecting herbs. Anything that makes a difference. I can't take his place. Nothing can take his place. But I'm here for him. For both of us.
I understand what it was he saw in you.
He'll always be with me. Sun and shadow still meet for a moment. Every dawn and dusk. I should give you this. To help in the battle. By the sun, I hope you don't need it.
Thank you, Elita. Be safe.
All right. Alita gave us 3 antidotes. I don't think we've used one this entire time. You questioning your leadership in public? Keep that stuff private. Y'all need to...
You wouldn't be so eager to speak with me if you knew me.
You know what? I'm sick of you guys. Sick of you. I'm gonna tell who's the captain of you guys? Murad's in charge of defenses. I'm gonna tell him. Y'all need to be retrained. Need to learn some discipline. You keep that stuff in private. Don't need to be talking like that here in public. All right, we got another Sobex journal entry. So feel free to pause the video if you'd like to read through this. And we need to get to the spire. And you know what? We're civilized now. We're gonna go walk across the bridge. We're not gonna trample through the water. I like to think that we've come a long way. Since everybody is not calling us savage anymore, you know? I like to think that we've moved past all that. Right? So, trying to memorize the layout of this place, because once the battle starts, if we're actually making our way through here, it's going to be very beneficial for us to have the layout down, right? This is the kind of stuff you want to drill into your head. Is this Artok? My man! It's Artok!
Artok? I didn't expect you to come all this way.
It's true, I am a stranger in this green and snowless land. Aurea forgave the Karja, but I never did. Still, I was compelled to come for my once chieftain. It's good to see you leading again. This young ice hunter seeks to prove herself also. Her spark reminds me of Aurea's in our youth. And I'm proud to take my place behind you on this hunt. A great challenge.
Survive and prevail, right?
There is no other way.
You're the hunter from the Banuk Grove.
I remember you also, Nora. The machines shook free of their slumber after you arrived. Raged and fought.
Well, that wasn't my fault.
No, I'm thanking you. That night, I decided I would not go back to Banur. I would take my hunt into these lands. So many machines, even demons. Spidery, skittering, without the blue light in them. Dead things that must be killed again.
Our enemies dug up an army of them.
An army. Yes, that's why I came. Good. I'll wait.
All right. I like your enthusiasm. I think she was, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think she was at that Banuk village where they had the peaceful machines, and she was the one that was chasing down the Ravager. I think. Possibly. But yeah, I'm glad she made it. I'm glad she came. She's enthusiastic. And that's what we need. All right? Raise morale over here. Yeah, let's get some more of these guys. Who's this up here? It's T. It's T.
Talana, why are you here?
I'm your hawk. Where else would I be?
Defending Meridian with Avadh?
I leave that to the rest of the Lodge. I will not stand aside while one of mine fights alone. Not again.
Are you sure you...
You're risking your life for all of us. You can't ask me to stand by and watch. Not when I have the power to change it.
Then I won't ask you.
It's settled. I will fight by your side. My only request...
Name it.
Leave the biggest machine for me.
No promises.
Oh, man. I'm loving what we got going on here. All our battle buddies that we've met coming together for one big, showdown with the enemy. It's like we're uniting everybody in this. We got people from all tribes coming over to ally against a common enemy. We got the Asuram. We got the Banuk. We got the Karja. And we got the Nora around here somewhere. And they're all coming together to fight against a common enemy. They're going to ally. Which is amazing.
It rises taller than the highest tree.
These Karja in their frilled armor look like turkeys.
But there are so many. And now we are so few.
They are not our foe. Not this time.
Quiet now. She comes.
The Anointed.
Oh, no, don't start that mess again.
War Chief Sona. War Chief, you seem uncomfortable.
The Nora do not belong here. I do not belong here. I will fight the metal devil that threatens us all, but my place is in the sacred land. The wrongness here jags at me like an arrowhead.
I'm sorry to put you through this.
Do not be sorry. This will be ended. My spear, my word.
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. And just keep in mind why we're here, why we're fighting here. Because it's better than fighting on our home turf, right? If we end this here, everything stops. If the Eclipse are allowed to continue, they come to the sacred land.
Greetings, Aloy. Don't. You don't need to bow. The Anointed doesn't like it.
She doesn't much like being called Anointed either. It means a lot to have you here, Varl.
I gave my word.
So, Meridian, what do you think?
I've seen many new things since I first met you. I should thank you.
Varl, what's wrong?
You really want to know? All right. I'm in a foreign land, a tainted land, defending a faithless city that looks like nothing I've seen. From something I can't imagine. And you, after all that's happened, all you've done, I feel like I should drop to my knees and worship you, but I know you don't want that.
Boy, things are pretty tough for you, huh? Thanks for telling the other Nora not to bow. It's the last thing I need.
Don't be too hard on them. They only joined this fight because the Anointed bid it so.
Is that why you came?
No. I would have come just to see you one more time. And we must fight a metal devil, because the goddess says. Or because you say.
I think the goddess and I are in agreement. We're both glad you're here.
So am I.
Yeah, I'm gonna need y'all to listen real quick. I don't want you to be here because I said you should be here. I want you to be here because this is the end of the world if we don't stop it from happening. Can we get some nods and comprehension of this fact? No? Alright, it is what it is, right? It is what it is, and we can't stop it from
They
being.
call themselves the Eclipse.
What does that even mean?
It's when the moon gets in front of the sun, idiot.
Is that supposed to sound scary or something?
I don't know. They used to be Karja. Karja are always yammering about sun and shade.
Well, if they used to be Karja, how tough can they be?
Yeah, they're best guys just like birds. We'll rip their little feathers off.
And let's not get cocky, boys. Aloy. So here we are again, gearing up for a fight. Only this time it sounds like the bad guys have a lot more firepower. What are we up against, really?
I'm not sure. But there's gonna be a lot of them, and they'll have machines. And if they get past us, it's not just Meridian that will fall. The rest of the world will go with it.
That's big. It sounds like our kind of fight. Right, guys? Where do they put the Vanguard?
At the front of the line!
And why?
Steel before iron!
And what are we gonna do?
Hit them like a hammer till they can't hit back!
Damn right! You hear that? Nobody's getting past the Vanguard. We're here for Meridian. And we're here for you.
Thank you, Aaron. Ursa would be proud.
Only if we win.
You know, I'm very happy to have the 4 of you here. Is this really all that that could be spared? We're in for a battle. We are in for a fight. We got another entry in Sobek's journal, the last one it looks like. If you want to read this, feel free to pause the video and go through all of them. Just trying to skim through myself to see what we're missing here. This is where they bury themselves in. All right. Well, I think we've talked to everybody, yeah? So our objectives are gone, so that must be it. Unfortunately, no Acree. Wasn't really expecting her to show up anyway, because we never really discussed all this stuff with her. But yeah, we will be taking on this battle in the next episode. Aloy needs to go and rest a little bit. If she can. If she can. She might be in for a sleepless night, but I hope you guys are enjoying Horizon Zero Dawn as much as I am. Big things are coming, man. Big things. So until next time, I'm Lobo, and I'll see you guys later.